Hi, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk, and I've just been tidying up my desk and going through some bags of stuff that I've just kind of pushed to one side and found some little bits and bobs that are kind of a little bit too good to throw away, but I've kind of either unfinished or just like things that I've played with, or things from a very long time ago, like these butterflies from a very old, it's probably one of the first stamps that I bought when I became a demonstrator. This beautiful butterfly stamp that I long have got rid of, but I kept some of these stampings that I did and colouring in. I think that's probably quite an old colour there. Anyway, so I've got all these little bits to play with, so I thought I'd come on here and kind of just make some cards. You guys can kind of chat to me, ask me questions, and let's just see where it goes. So obviously I'm going to allow myself to use some inks. I'm going to just have a card base, maybe if I need it, but try and finish off and use up some of these scraps, and you guys can ask me some questions because this is originally a live video. So if you're watching this recorded, then you won't be able to see the words, but I'll try and repeat them so that it makes sense. Okay, so I'm just taking apart this tag here. This is something that I got when I went to Centre Stage just over a year ago now. Oh no, but no, it's coming up to a year ago. So I may as well use the ribbons. I'm not going to waste them. I don't need the tag anymore, although this is quite a useful little quote. I might stick that somewhere. It's the small, consistent actions you take every single day that will build your business. So true. That is so true. It's just a shame that I don't always keep up to that sentiment. Oops. Hi, Nonna. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I've got a pile of scrappy doos here. I'm just going to grab myself some adhesive. Oh, no, I have already done that. And, let's just have a look. See what we've got. Okay, so here is a nearly finished sponged thing. I've stamped with the stripes and embossed it, and then gone over it with the sponge brayer. So I think I might finish that off. Here I've started to do some stamping with a mask, and that needs finishing. Here is something that I did a long time ago. It needs cutting out and mounting onto something nice. So maybe you guys can give me some suggestions in a minute of what to do with this. This is quite sweet. It'd be a shame to waste this. I think I did this on one of my really early periscopes actually, because I also broadcast on Periscope sometimes. Just a scrap piece of DSP. This is that envelope stuck down. This is a stuck down envelope because over last Christmas I did a workshop where people made these little pouches. They made 25 to hang out for Advent. So I've got this one that I just didn't get around to using, so that needs finishing. Hi there, hello Deb, hello Papercrafter45, hi, thank you for joining me. Okay, and then I've got this here that I did, which I could finish this in front of you. This has already been stamped, and then I've put the fine tip glue all over the stamped image, and then I'm going to stamp around the rest of it. So I might have fun doing that. This is another image I've just found. This is something I've embossed and stamped. It is cute. Yeah, the bird stamp is cute, Nonna. This is something I stamped. This is a leftover. This is leftover. Got these ribbons and bits and pieces. So my challenge is, let's get making. Let's make something. Here's some other little pieces as well that I've just found. Okay, so I tend to group things in colour sometimes. Oh, and there's just something else I found as well. You can do something with that. I tend to group things in colour to make my life a bit easier. Let's have a think. Oh, maybe that could go with that. I think I may have got some purple pieces. I don't know whether I'll use this. We'll see. Okay, let's put that to one side. If you guys have got suggestions, please shout out. Oh, and there's a nice piece of lace there. Maybe we could use that with that as well. If you see something you'd like me to use, just shout. I mean, don't shout, type. Just type away. This fussy cutting is going to take a couple of minutes to do. So while I'm fussy cutting this out, do type. If you're wondering where it is that you type, there should be a little arrow or something pointing downwards somewhere near the bottom of the screen, and it should come up with a dialog box. This is from, I think it's called Birthday Blooms. Let me just check. I'm just turning around to look at my stamps on my shelf. Yes, Birthday Blooms. Hi, Bobby. Hi, honey. Okay, so Bobby, I've just got a pile of stuff that I've cleared out on my desk that I'm just going to try and challenge myself to make some cards with my little scraps of items. Now, obviously, some of these items I have spent quite a while creating at some point in my life, so that's why they look quite pretty. But, I sometimes like doing this because I feel sad when these little pieces kind of go to waste. Yeah, exactly. All the little fun things. And also the other great thing about doing something like this is that you sometimes pair together items that perhaps you wouldn't normally put together, and you discover a new way of juxtaposing or combining different colours that perhaps you wouldn't normally put together. So it's quite a fun challenge to do, and it's actually quite what's the word? You can learn a lot from it. It's quite a good one to do. So say hi, people. Say hello to each other. And where are you guys from? I always like finding out where my audience is from. So I'm from the UK, if you hadn't already guessed by my accent. I know we've got some people from the States watching. Oh, North Yorkshire. Hi, Nonna. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. So, Nonna, are you a Stampin' Up demonstrator, or are you a Stampin' Up fan, or funny enough, I don't often get UK folk in here. So it's nice to see you, Nonna. Thank you for saying hello. Oh, Tennessee, New Jersey. Right, so this is taking Las Vegas, Nevada. Awesome. I know parts of America. Oh, you're just getting into Stampin', Nonna. Oh, fabulous. So have you come across Stampin' Up before? Do you know much about Stampin' Up? So if you don't know much about them, they're a paper crafting company, but you can only buy the products through demonstrators like myself. I'm a demonstrator, an independent demonstrator, I should add. And so that you can only purchase like the current products through us. Now, sometimes people sell, oh, just for YouTube. Okay. Some people, they can buy the products through eBay, like if they've retired, or if they're last year's or whatever. But generally, you can only buy the products through a demonstrator. So I'm going to play with just kind of mixing up some textures here. Let me tidy this away a bit. Okay, so I love putting dots with florals. It's kind of a little favourite thing of mine to do. I'm going to cut this up because I'd like to use it for something else later. I don't know how it's ended up on my desk. Normally my doilies go away because they are precious. I love the doilies. So generally, I think all the products that I'm using, everything that you see me using, are Stampin' Up products, and they are generally current. If they're not current, when I say current, it means that you can purchase them now. If it's not current, then I will let you know. I have a lovely light lilac ribbon. You are quite right. Yes, this is Wisteria Wonder. So Stampin' Up! Have some really great coordinating products. We have ribbons and papers and inks and sometimes buttons and all sorts of things that coordinate well together. So it means that you don't have to worry about finding colours all the time. That was a good call, Nonna. Totally. This goes really nicely together. How about that? Look, that's a little nice bit of zhuzh on the side of my card. It's like it was meant to be. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Oh yeah. A bit of ribbon touching that. And here, look, I've found some silver thread. Which I think I'm just gonna, when I stick it all down, I'm gonna put that behind the flower like that. There's also some of this silvery blue. Tie that together with it as well or not? No, I think I'll leave that for Nonna. Oh, Nona, not like Mona. Oh, you know what? Not Nona. I love the name Nonna as well, though. Like, that's Nonna, isn't it? Because a Nonna is isn't it Italian for grandma? But sorry, my Nona. Oh, look at this. So what about that underneath it as well? I think that would work. Honestly, you're not going to believe me that I just randomly put this stuff together, are you? It's all fitting so beautifully. And that's just a testament to Stampin' Up's great products that, you know, everything kind of like matches and is fabulous. Oh, I see. Oh, that's so clever. That is so clever. What is what, sorry? This is yeah, it's pom-pom trim. Yeah, it comes in on a reel, and you can buy that right now. So this cardstock is Pool Party, and this little piece, the dots has come from the designer series paper stack that you can get, and the stack you can get them in the sets of colours that we do. So we do subtles, regals, brights, and kind of the description describes what they do. And you get these kind of like quite generic patterns which are really useful for card making. Right, I'm going to start putting this all together. So I'm just going to grab some of my tear and stick tape, which is double-sided tape, which is fantastic for sticking things like ribbons. And you really do, only have to tear it. You don't even have to use scissors. It's fabulous. So I'm just going to put that along the bottom of that piece of designer series paper. And my tip is always to really push it down well with a nail like that before trying to peel it up, because it just makes life a little bit easier. And even though I know that my pom-pom trim is a little bit wider, that's fine. I think that once I've got it kind of stuck down onto this piece of designer series paper, it will kind of hold in a fairly straight line on my card. That's not a problem. Just going to grab one of my glues. Now I'm trying to I've got some glues here that I've had around for a while, so I store them upside down ready to use. Just going to pop the up there. Oh, wrong way round. Oh, I've just realised I've stuck that on the wrong way round. Oh, never mind. I just have to have it around that way. Put a flower on the other side. Okay, good dollop of glue on the back. Make sure it sticks. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's that little piece of purple. That matches as well. What about putting... I wonder if that would work. No. No, it doesn't work. Okay. It's worth a try. Right, we could tuck. Oh, it's moved. Okay, see, I should do what I always say to my ladies who come to my classes. You've got to keep rubbing it for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That should be in place now. Now I did have some stickies under here. Oh, okay. Let me just turn my notifications off. Sorry about that. There we go. Right, so I want to stick this down. I'm going to do it with the foam pads to give it a little bit of dimension. But it just means that I'm going to have to pay special attention to some of these flowers here that are off to the side, because I don't want them to rip off easily. You know, getting it in and out of a card envelope. So I'm just going to trim down these little pieces here and stick those onto those flowers. Oops. Okay. There we go. So if you're new to my video, thank you for joining me today. I have a YouTube channel. Do subscribe to it. Because on there are lots of other videos that I've done, and if you're quite new to stamping and crafting, you may find some of those things quite useful. Now I've just realised I've gone and stuck down that flower, and I didn't mean to just yet, because come on, up you come. Ooh, yeah, I often talk to my cards like this. Come on. Right. Oh, see, look, I lost a flower. Oh no. It'll be fine, I meant to put some of this silver thread around the back of it. Right, I'm just going to stuff that under and then stick my flower back down and hope for the best. Ooh. Yes! Yeah, got it. Okay. Oh dear. I thought we were gonna there. Right, and then the other thing I had on my desk are these little white leaves, which I think would be quite nice to have here. Have I got anything else? No. I'm wondering whether a butterfly might be overkill. We'll have a look and see. Yeah, too much detail. Right, so let's see what this looks like on a piece of white cardstock. Just going to trim it down a little bit. That's looking good. So I'm just going to get my trimmer, which I think I'm allowed for the sake of this this challenge. Now, normally I wouldn't try and cut two pieces of cardstock together, but oh, it worked. Managed to do that. Okay. I'm going to stick that leaf under there. Thank you. Hi Nonna, I hold my classes locally. I live in Welshpool, Mid Wales, and at the moment I'm using a local hotel, which is right in the middle of town. And it has a fantastic big table that they don't mind me using. So at the moment they're happy for me to go and use it, and because people obviously buy a coffee, and you know, I'm bringing customers to them that normally wouldn't come to the hotel. So far they're happy for me to use their table. So yeah, it works out quite well. I also organise like whole day events from time to time, and so I've got an event coming up in May. So if you'd like some more information, do drop me a line or sign up, follow me on Facebook, or you can email me at paperandpearls@talktalk.net, or go to my website artfulstampin.co.uk. Okay. So that's one done. I'm quite pleased with that. I actually quite like that design. I might use that for a class. Okay, so what else have I got here? Okay, so this isn't quite finished yet. This still needs like a sentiment or something in the middle. love purple and green together. One of my favourite combinations. Now, I do have a confession to make. Earlier on today, I was re-inking some of my ink pads, okay? So what this means is when you buy an ink pad from Stampin' Up, you can also purchase a re-inker that is exactly the same colour. And so when your ink pad starts to be, you know, if you've used it a lot, it starts to wear out, you can just put some more ink on it. Anyway, I was re-inking and then I discovered I mixed up two of my greens. So I re-inked Pear Pizzazz, which is a lighter green, with Old Olive, which is a sort of deeper green, ink. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm going to just have to buy a new ink pad. But rather than wasting the ink, I think I will use it up and do some stamping with it. And it's just going to be a funny green mixture, green colour. Anyway, for the sake of this though, I'm going to... This is Rich Razzleberry here. I think I'm going to grab a flower stamp and just do some little flowers to tie that all in. So here I have a stamp set called Textures of Texture. Yeah, I know that you're watching this and it's kind of... If I do that, you kind of see it better. You cross pool party into soft sky. Oh no! I'm going to dig out your scrap bin. Oh, good. Good, go for it, Bobby. We should have a scrap challenge. Okay, I love this little flower. It's great for just like fitting into little spaces. Okay. I wonder if... Ooh, that might work. Just might work. I'm going to go and see if I can cut a smaller circle. Now the trick to cutting out of a piece that's already cut is that you use a post-it note. So just stick a post-it note to the item and then you can push it in and then punch. Okay. Oh, and then you're left with a nice ring that you could do something with. But I'm not going to do anything with that right now. So let's stick that onto there. That's quite cute. The only thing about it is that I'd like to just ink it a little bit. Just put some colour around the edges of this one here. Thank you, Deb. Okay, so I've just got a sponge here. Just make sure it's clean. Although it doesn't look clean, it is clean. I've washed them. Okay, so I'm just popping that in there. I'm just gonna go around the edges of this now. See what a difference that makes? Just softens the edges a little bit, so it's not such a harsh circle. And then I think I may even sponge the edges of this. So if you're wanting to sponge the edge of this, sorry, the edge of some work. Sorry, I didn't really see that last comment, Karen. I think it was Karen. Just very make small circles like this and draw the colour on. Don't be tempted to rub too hard, because if you do that you end up sometimes with streaks and then you have to work hard to get rid of the streaks, so it's best not to put the streak there in the first place. So just softly, gently, but repetitively add the colour. I feel like Nigella Lawson, she uses lots of fancy words, doesn't she? Right, let's see what this looks like. That's better. I like it. Right, let's see if I can find a coordinating base. I do. There we go. Yes, that works. start putting this together. Right. Now this glue, this Tombow glue, is excellent. You've got about 5 seconds wiggle room to get it in the right place. There was a lady at my class today who was using a tape runner, and she kept having to unstick her things because she was putting it down wrong. And I said to her, oh, use this because you've then got a little bit of wiggle room, and I think she preferred it because she was ruining her work, having to keep taking bits apart. Right, I think what I'd like to do is use some sticky pads now for this part here. So this is probably going to end up being quite a long video, so I know some people prefer kind of concise videos. This is not going to be one of them because it's nice to just you know, do things in real time sometimes, and I'm not offended if people want to fast forward. I do that a lot with videos that I watch, especially when I just want to see the end result, so I won't be offended if you want to do that. But certainly do ask me questions, if leave some comments in the boxes below if you have any questions about what you see. So the only element on here that's not current is this butterfly here, but we do have some other lovely butterfly stamps that are still available. And then also I've found these pink sequins. These are current. I'm just going to pop some of these on here. This is a little bit of pizzazz. I should have a few more. There's a few more around here. Oh, there's one more. It's funny, isn't it? You kind of, discard sequins often because they are in the way. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks for that comment. Someone said about creative process. Now, I don't know if there's a way for me to read comments. No. Ah, it's funny, isn't it? It's not as easy as on Periscope. YouTube are catching up. Okay, I'll be taking photos of these and putting them on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me and would like to see the photos, or if you haven't got an Instagram account but you've got a Facebook account, then search for Artfulstampin on Facebook and follow my page. Okay, I do have a page, and I'll be putting the photos of these up because YouTube squash the picture for some reason. I've checked my camera settings to see if I can change them, and I don't seem to be able to do that. So you're not seeing these cards in all their glory, I'm afraid. You're seeing them slightly skew-whiffed. So yeah, do head over there and check those out. Okay, so let's see, what have I got left? Oh, I've got that cute little bird. This needs re-inking. Oh, guys, anyone got any preferences, what they'd like to see me do? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Anyone got any preferences? You want the you like the bird? Maybe we could do something a bit whimsical with this bird then. I know what, let's finish do something with the bird. I'm going to finish using this so you guys can see how that works. So let's pull in a colour. I think I'm going to go for Sweet Sugar Plum again, actually. Okay, so if you guys have never seen these in use before, try and find one that matches the... Oh, it's a bit yellowy. Oh dear, I've kind of squashed these a little bit. Let's see if they work. If I can get the shape back again. That'll be a test, won't it? I think I packed them in too tightly into my case. Okay, so when inking these up, always go in the same direction. Don't go backwards and forwards like you saw me just do. Just always go forward, 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 or back, back, back. Okay. And then what you do is you just go like this. And that's how you get the colour on. It's like magic. Okay. Okay, so who's used these before? There we go. Cute. Oh, okay. Where did I get what, Bobby? Okay, let's cut this little bird out. That is a really nice idea with the Be Still No. Hold on, where's the Be Still and Know I'm God stamp set from? Is that Stampin' Up or is that another company? Okay, so someone's typed that they've made. Yay! Oh, Bobby! Oh, Bobby! How did you not know? Yes, they are Stampin' Up. So we stopped selling the rubber brayer. Bobby, wash your mouth out. Shame on you. You know what? I might just leave him standing on the ground there. We'll figure out what to do with him in a second. Okay, so always remember with with fussy cutting, try and move the paper, not the scissors. Apart from when you get to a little niggly bit like that. Okay, and then these scissors are so sharp. Yes, absolutely, I agree with you. The foam brayers do work much better than I anticipated. I was quite skeptical because I think because I had taken some time to really study using the brayer. You know, I'd watched loads of YouTube videos and kind of really studied it. And then Stampin' Up got rid of the rubber brayer, and I was like, what? They can't do that. I've just learned how to use it. And then they came up with the foam brayers, and no, I've been quite pleasantly surprised as well, I have to say. Yeah, you're pleasantly surprised, and you haven't even used it yet, Bobby. I'm just going to try and see what this looks like. Okay, that's... no. Okay. See? It's worth experimenting, guys. Okay? Don't be afraid to play, you know, with things and just see, you know? Just see. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch all of that. Guys, when you type, can you do them in sort of shorter sentences because it doesn't stay up long enough for me to read sometimes. So just really short sentences, and then also I might miss comments. So Nona, do you mind just saying the last bit of that again, please? Now, actually, I think I like the idea. Let's try it. I was surprised with the brayer being foam. Is that the only size they do? Is the rubber ones are wide, I think. Yes, the rubber one was about that wide. Okay. So obviously these are a bit shorter. However, they just work really well. And also the price point is much cheaper. And you get, for every pack you order, let me just grab my catalogue. For every pack you order, you get extra foam things that can they just pop out. So she says There we go. Right, so, ooh, there it is. You get 2 handles and 4 sponges for £7.25, which is much cheaper price point than the rubber was. I think it was about £12, £10, £12, I think. So you get 2 of these handles and 4 of these, and these just pop out like, you know, like a toilet roll holder. That's the best way I can describe it. And those just pop out like that. So if you know, if you wanted to wash them, or it's just, you know, it just means storage wise, you don't have a whole load of these handles hanging around. So yeah, there we go. Right, I've flipped the card round because I think I prefer to have a real big cluster. Oh, I don't know. I've not tried. Yeah, is the answer to that one. Probably not so much because they'll kind of sink in, I guess, because they're foam. Okay, let's go for a cluster of little goodies in this corner here. Another flower here. I like to scrunch my flowers. Don't want them to, don't want them to. What else have I got? I've got some gold sequins. It's like a magpie. It could be like, oh, you could be holding a sequin worm. That's just silly. But we could do something with a sequin. You could be sitting on the sequins. Look, it could be a gold branch. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Nona says that maybe string would work for the worm. Yeah. Yeah, he could sit on a gold branch, couldn't he? Goodness knows how I'm going to get it to stick down, but there we go. Oh, there's another flower. I do like to do things in threes, so that would make sense. Up there. Maybe have that leaf there. Okay, have I got anything else on my desk I can use? I think that's fine, like that. Maybe stamp a sentiment, but I think I'll leave it. Okay, now to stick it all together. Green leaves. Green leaves. I have got some green. Oh, I've got this one green leaf here. It's quite big though, Nona. I have got some little black leaves. I think that would be too stark. Well, no, I haven't got anything else on my desk, and I'm trying to be strict. Oh, one pale green leaf I've just found. That one. Some ribbon. Yeah, they're a bit too dark. Oh, you spied them in the corner, did you? Yeah, just seeing you can see that, can't you? You can see my mess. Right, got a cute little bow. That might work. It's like he's a little magpie, and he's collected all this stuff for his little nest. I'm going to cut that off there. Don't need that. Okay, now just stick it all down. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go, going in. Okay, Okay, so these doilies only need the tiniest smidgen of dots on the back of them to stick together, or to stick down rather. And I'll pop that there. Ooh, give it a little bit of a pressure there. Give it some love. Yeah. Gold metallic thread. I've only got the silver on my desk, which could work. I have got a piece of gold here. What's I got on my desk? Pink ribbon. It's a bit bright. I'll turn that over. Okay. What do you think? Should I do the metallic ribbon, the thread behind? It's just it kind of doesn't go with the gold. Let's stick with the gold for now. Try and stick this down. This is going to be interesting. Sequin trim. And be very careful. Try and just get glue on the thread. Okay, nobody speak for a moment. Just like performing surgery. Nope, it's sticking to my fingers. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. Okay, now to remove fingers. Okay, so I'll find a non-sticky finger to push it down with. Oh, and breathe. Okay, that worked. So there we go. You can stand on his little branch. Let's make these a little bit more floral-like by just working them a bit. Don't be afraid to work your flowers. Look better with a bit of glue. Okay, come on. Stick, stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are punched, Nona, with it's like a triple blossom punch. That's currant. I'll show it to you after I put this stuff down. It's this punch here, so it's the largest one that I'm using here, and then it's got 2 others, and it does coordinate with this stamp set here. So if you stamp these, you can then punch those out and it matches it. Okay, so if you've never come across Stampin' Up products before, Nona, you'll discover that they all kind of match. Actually, having said that, if you don't have a catalogue, please drop me a line and I'm more than happy to post you out a catalogue if you so wish. So if you don't have a demonstrator that you already buy from, then yeah, just drop me a line and I'm happy to send you a catalogue. Oh yeah, you could do it. They're quite small though. They are quite small. You could do the Spirelli possibly on the, we have some scallop dies. You could possibly do Spirelli on that. Yeah. Gosh, I remember doing that a few years ago. Is it still popular? I've not done it for a while. Yeah, so if anyone wants a catalogue, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk and click on, I think it, I've got an area there that says, you know, sign up for a newsletter, but you can like contact me through there or through Facebook. Yep. Happy to send out catalogues to anybody that hasn't got their own demonstrator so far. If you've got your own demonstrator, then please obviously contact them, because I don't want to steal customers away from other people. But if you don't have anybody And you like me. Come and shop with me. Okay, so glue dots are my friend when it comes to sticking ribbons and stuff. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, it was really popular in one time, the Spirelli. I haven't done it for a while. I think I'd find it a bit too tedious now. It's sort of thing that is quite good to give kids to get them with their practicing their motor skills, their fine motor skills. Okay, so I'm just putting a glue dot in the centre of my bow there, and then I'm putting a glue dot on the part of the ribbon that's there, and a glue dot on there. Oops. Okay. Stay. Come on, stay. Yeah, definitely concentration. Yeah, it kind of was like a smaller version of the pin craft that was really popular in the 70s. Did anyone ever have that pin craft stuff on their walls? I was born in the 70s, so I don't remember seeing it in the 70s. But I remember hearing about it and seeing it around. Okay, I'm going to stick my little birdie down with... You made one at school? Oh, awesome. I think I did a pincraft type stitch. I remember having a sewing class when I was about 9 years old, doing a whole load of different stitches, and oh my goodness, the thing that we made was so 70s. But I really wish I had it now. I don't have it anymore, and I really wish I did, because I think I would quite like it, because I do I'm very attracted to some sort of 60s and 70s prints, but then some of the 60s and 70s prints that I like are kind of based on 1920s stuff, and I love the 1920s, and also going into like the Art Nouveau through to Art Deco, but like stuff like William Morris and stuff like that. So I love pattern. So yeah, good fun. Okay, there we go. There's my little birdie. Now, what should we mount you on? Maybe a little bit of... Oh, I could trim you down. Just a tad. Mount him on some mint macaron. So this is mint macaron cardstock. Yeah. And this is mint macaron ribbon. Okay. So as you can see, everything kind of coordinates so beautifully. I'm going to see if I can give this a little trim. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. There we go. Ooh, just about. I'll trim there. Thank you, Bobby. You see, I would probably have never dreamt up of doing these cards if I had just gone, ooh, what's in my stash? What can I play with new, you know? And that's why I do love doing stuff like this. I mean, the only thing I think I would add to this, and I might cheat, is just add a few little pearls into these flowers that I don't have on my desk right now. But I'm sure you'll forgive me if I do that. So it's if you're trying to find just new ways of using what you have, then just clear desk, you know, put it in a pile, and see what happens, you know. Right, I'm gonna get some pearls. Gotta get me some pearls. These are too gorgeous not to use. So these are the metal rimmed pearls that we do. And they already have the adhesive on the back. All you've got to do is peel them off, which makes life so much easier. This has ended up being a very luxurious card. The paper trimmer is, I think it's about £25. I'll just check to see, which is quite a competitive price compared to other companies. What you saw then, Nona, was the scoring blade. Oh, you haven't tried the metal pearls, Michelle? Oh, they're beautiful. Okay, so here we have the score blade and the cutting blade, and I tend to always keep them both there, and it's handy because that's a lighter colour than that one, so you kind of know that that's, you know, a softer effect, if you know what I mean. So it's really great for, I don't know, let's... the other thing I found really helpful about this is it goes up to the 6 inches. There is an extra arm that you can pull out if you're cutting up to 14-inch cardstock. Okay, so that's really useful. But I find that because you've got this wider bed, it's not that often that I actually have to use that arm. So the score blade does that, and then your trimming blade does that, and the trimmer blades are replaceable, so they do wear out over time. And then it does have a locking mechanism here, so the arm doesn't come off. And I always recommend that you lock it into place. If you're transporting it anywhere, always lock it into place, because if you have it unlocked, then this can fly off. Sometimes the blades will come out. And I'm not sure you saw our Miss Denise's sister. Oh, you missed. Oh, Denise's sister? Anyway, the track comes out, which means you can turn them around if they get a bit damaged. So it's always worth locking that. Yeah, the size, Radine. Oh, I don't know who that is. I may do, but okay. So there we go. That makes it easier to score, and I always recommend scoring. If you're making a card, always score it to make it fold nicely, because sometimes the way the fibres fall, the fibres on a piece of paper either go in one direction more so than the other. It's a bit like fabric. So along one side it will always kind of fold better than the other way. So it's always recommended that you do score before you fold your cardstock. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I think, although I've got a few little bits left there, can you buy fancy? But no, you can't, because it's just a little, it's a tiny blade. We used to be able to sell, used to sell the rotary arms adapter that used to go on it, but we've stopped selling those now. You can purchase those from other companies, or buy a different type of... Oh, okay, Michelle. I don't think I've seen her. If you could, after this video, could you just leave a link to her videos, please? That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's just go through what we've made then. So there's this one. Oh, you're welcome. That's all with the bird. So guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, because I'll be putting pictures of these up on there. And that one there. Okay. Right, thank you for joining me. Now, if you want a catalogue, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk and contact me. And I'm more than happy. Leave your address with me and I'll happily send you out a catalogue. And I might even send you a card that I've made. And yeah. It would be great to hear from you. Okay, have a great evening or morning or wherever you are. Take care. Bye.